Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to discuss about the interrelationships between the two-port network. So we can see the previous video, we have been expressed Z parameters in terms of Y parameter and Z parameters in terms of ABCD parameter. Now we are going to see the derivation of Z parameters in terms of hybrid parameters. So this is very simple, just you have to understand. So first one is Z in terms of H bar. First write down the Z and H parameters. So we have the equation V1 I1 is equal to Z11 Z12 Z21 as well as Z22 in terms of I1 I2. Therefore V1 is equal to Z11 I1 plus Z12 I2 is one expression, and I1 is equal to Z21 I1 plus Z22 I2 is the second expression. So up to here one part is completed. So now you write down the H parameters. How to write down the H parameter? So we have the input port parameters as V1 I1 and V2 I2. So consider these two. Okay. So V1 I2 is equal to H11 H12 H21 as well as H22 multiplied with I1 V2. One second. So here the expressions we are going to get it as V1 is equal to, okay. So V1 is equal to H11 I1 plus H12 V2. Next equation is I2 is equal to H21 I1 plus H22 V2. So now you see here every parameter we require in terms of only I1 and I2. So here if you see here this V2 is missing. So this V2 also should be in terms of I1 and I2. Let's try to check out here. But here you want the equation of I1. So this equation you want, and this should be in terms of I1 and I2. Okay. So I1 already I2 is there, and this V2 we want to express in terms of I1 and, sorry, this is wrong spelled, this is V2. So V1, okay. So this is V2. This is H. This is I2 is equal to. So now here, what is the concept is we want to express in terms of I1 and I2. So this already in I1 and I2. So in this conversion, which is best one is, so when you compare this equation, this is already V2 should be there. So write down only the value of V2. So H22 V2 is equal to I2 minus H21 I1. Okay. So now you can see here this V2 expression is also in terms of I1 and I2. Therefore, V2 is equal to, we have I2 by H22 minus H21 divided by H22 I1. Okay. So I'm writing in the standard form. V2 is equal to minus H21 divided by H22 into I1 plus 1 by H22 into I2. So compare with the standard format. So what is the standard format we have for V2? So V2 is equal to Z21 I1 plus Z22 I2. So now we had got two parameters. So this is Z21, this is the equivalent. Okay, 1 by H22 is equivalent of Z22. So now we got the values of Z11, Z12, Z21 as well as Z22. So what is the value we got here is Z21. What is the value of Z21? Minus H21 divided by H22. What is the value of Z22? 1 by H22. We require these two. So now you can see here this I2 expression is in terms of I1 and I2. Okay. So from this we can write down as V1. So V1 is equal to H11 I1 plus H12 V2. What is the equation of V2 now? Minus H21 divided by H22 into I1 plus I2 divided by H22. So see that this is already in I1 and I2. We require V1 in terms of I1 and I2. So V1 is equal to H11 I1. So plus into minus minus H12 H21 divided by H22 I1 plus H12 divided by H22 into I2. So now take I1 as a common term. So V1 is equal to, when you take I1 as an common term, so we are going to get H11 H22 minus H21 and H12 divided by H22 plus I2 into H12 divided by H22. What is the standard form of Z parameters is V1 is equal to Z11 I1 plus Z12 I2. So when you compare, this is Z11, this is Z12. So therefore Z11 is equal to delta H. It's called determinant delta H divided by H22. H12 is equal to H12 divided by H22. Okay. So these are the values of H parameters. Okay, representation. Okay, so successfully we transform Z in terms of H parameters. So that's what the conversion is. Very simple. Just write down the Z equation and write down the H equations. Okay, so this format you have to remember. Sometimes you may get confused, no worry. So I1, sorry, V1 I2 have to express in terms of I1 V2, and V1 V2 have to express in terms of I1 I2. So first I written these two equations, and here I identify equation which links V2 I should express in terms of I1 and I2. Already it is there. So just I performed that calculation and I transformed into a standard format and I compared both the equations. So here you can see here V2 successfully transformed into I1 and I2 and I substituted here. Okay, so you got I1 and I2 and you substituted here, and we transformed that V1 in terms of only I1 and I2, and we compared with our standard expression. So successfully we have been transformed Z in terms of H parameter. Hope you understood the video. If you feel the content is useful, please like the video and please share with your friends. And still, if you have any doubts, let me know in the comment section. I will answer all your doubts. And if you're watching the channel for the first time, please subscribe the channel. This is a free channel for the development of students and faculty. Thank you for watching. So for today, we are ending with the derivation of interrelations of transforming Z parameters in terms of H parameter. Thank you for watching.